Tom, congratulations. We've been waiting for this moment for a little while. You just signed your new contract. You must be really happy.
Yeah, I'm over the moon. It's been a long time coming, but I'm delighted we got something sorted, and I can't wait for the next few years. Yeah.
I'm sure you were, even though you've been waiting for this moment, you've been keeping yourself busy over summer, ready to come back and join in with pre-season.
Yeah, I had a bit of time off. Obviously, I was doing a lot of rehab as well. I got a little injury at the back end of last season, but I'm fit and strong and ready to go. And I've loved the first few days that we've had back here. Yeah.
And just talk about the contract itself, as you said, plenty of work goes into it, doesn't it? It has to be right for all parties and stuff. And I'm sure this is what you wanted to have happen, isn't it?
Oh, of course, yeah. I'm over the moon, and that's what I wanted all along, was to sort something out here, and we finally got here, and yeah, I'm buzzing. Yeah.
It's kind of like he's been living the dream as a Reading player, for a boy from Reading, playing for his hometown club, and just all continues, doesn't it, with this?
Yeah, the journey goes on, yeah, and I'm hoping we can have a bit more success and stuff in the coming years, and yeah, we can sort of make history as a team, yeah.
And we obviously had, you mentioned last season already, the back end of it, your injury, that was a frustrating one for you?
Yeah, I'm just sort of glad it didn't come a little earlier, because then I'd have missed loads of games. So in a way I was lucky that it was towards the end of the season, but yeah, you never want to get injured ever, but if it was going to come at a time, that was probably a better time of the season, really, yeah.
And you kind of focused your mind in a way, didn't it? It's always been building up to the start of this season, as opposed to that kind of touch or go, trying to rush yourself back, wasn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Pre-season is massive for any player, and it's important you get a lot of work done in those few weeks before the season starts, and I knew that was vitally important to get ready for that, yeah.
Yeah, and obviously you come back in, you mentioned you've had a good few days back in with the team. Presumably, even throughout this period before the contract, you've still been in touch with people like Pauno and kind of making sure that everything's going to go in the right direction.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've been here all summer, really. So I've seen a lot of the guys about and stuff, and it's always nice to have a little break from seeing the lads every day, but I was really looking forward to getting back to it.
How was your summer then? What did you get up to?
I went away for a while with my grandparents and girlfriend. We had a really nice time down in Cornwall, a staycation. But no, it was really nice, relaxing, and a good needed break, yeah.
You touched on it too, try and make this season successful too. The moment, you're becoming one of the more senior players in the squad. I mean, it must be quite nice. You're training with some of the younger boys who are probably looking up to you as the guys come through the academy, and you become, that seniority is coming for you now, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. And I remember how special it was when I was their age. I know I'm not old now, but I've been in the first team now a few years, and I remember when I first came in, it was a bit nerve-wracking, and you were sort of eager to impress, and it's about sort of helping those boys through it and making sure they reach the standards, yeah.
And you obviously, you more than doubled your amount of games with Reading last season.
Yeah.
Of course, injury kind of hampered the end of it and stuff. What would be a good, successful season for you? Are you trying to nail down that place, try and get in ahead of the sort of more senior boys and stuff?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, that's always the aim, isn't it? It's a dog-eat-dog game, and as much as we're a team, we're all fighting for the same places, and I think that in itself breeds sort of competitiveness within the squad, and that will only help us as a group, yeah.
And what a privileged position it is too. You got two really, really senior guys playing centre half. You got another young lad like Tom Holmes in the position.
Yeah.
Some brilliant guys coming through the academy. There's a wealth of talent, and yeah, it's exactly what you want, isn't it?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we've got a good range of sort of older, more experienced players, and then younger players too. And I think there's a good balance there, and we can all help each other in different ways. I think not just the older ones helping the younger ones. It can be the other way around too. But no, we've got a great bunch of boys, and I'm delighted to have a few more years with them, yeah.
And just touching on the season coming too, I mean, you're a fan. You were probably like on fixture release day, press and refresh, weren't you, at 9 o'clock in the morning and stuff,
yeah.
Waiting to see the first game of this season. We're all building up towards Stoke now, isn't it, for us?
Yeah, and I'm hoping that we can get the fans back in as well, because we've really missed that. I think especially sort of when you go away from home to an unfamiliar ground or whatever, it's always nice having those faces in the crowd and having them behind you. And also back at the Madstad as well, it'd be great to see that rocking again, because I'm sure this season with how well we'd done, there would have been a lot of noise and great atmospheres, yeah.
And that's it. You sort of break, you almost like, you break through season in some senses. You're staking your claim, I should say,
yeah.
and yet you were doing it in front of empty stadiums, and you'd love your family and friends to be there and so on. And yeah, fingers crossed that's where we're going to be in a few months' time.
Oh, 100%. It was like that first goal I got. There was no one in the stadium, but it was amazing, that feeling. I can't imagine what it would be like when there's a packed stadium and stuff. So yeah, fingers crossed I can get another one when it's packed out. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, just lastly, Tom, there are going to be some fans thinking, shall I, shan't I come back and stuff. What's your message to them as a fan yourself?
It's a no-brainer, isn't it? Surely you've got to be back. Yeah, I can't wait to see everyone back, and yeah, it's going to be great when they're all back in and the place is rocking. Yeah.